Researchers of this fascinating randomized controlled feeding study found that when participants ate a meal high in fat and carbohydrates, with 6 grams of a spice blend added, the participants had lower inflammation markers hours later compared to when they ate a meal with less or no spices. Chronic inflammation has previously been associated with poor health outcomes like cancer, cardiovascular disease, and overweight and obesity, which affects approximately 72% of Americans. Previous research has found that inflammation can spike after a person eats a meal high in fat or sugar. We don't know whether these short bursts of acute inflammation can cause chronic inflammation, but suspect they play a factor, especially in people who are overweight or obese. The researchers used a blend of basil, bay leaf, black pepper, cinnamon, coriander, cumin, ginger, oregano, parsley, red pepper, rosemary, thyme, and turmeric for the study, which included 12 men between the ages of 40 and 65 who were overweight or obese, and at least one risk factor for cardiovascular disease. In random order, each participant ate 3 versions of a meal high in saturated fat and carbohydrates on 3 separate days. One with no spices, one with 2 grams of the spice blend, and one with 6 grams of the spice blend. The researchers drew blood samples before and then after each meal hourly for 4 hours to measure inflammatory markers. Additionally, we cultured the white blood cells and stimulated them to get the cells to respond to an inflammatory stimulus, similar to what would happen while your body is fighting an infection. We think that's important because it's representative of what would happen in the body. Cells would encounter a pathogen and produce inflammatory cytokines, said Connie Rogers, Associate Professor of Nutritional Sciences. The researchers found that inflammatory cytokines were reduced following the meal containing 6 grams of spices, compared to the meal containing 2 grams of spices or no spices. 6 grams roughly equates to between 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon, depending on how the spices are dehydrated. A second study using the same subjects also found that 6 grams of spices resulted in a smaller post-meal reduction of flow-mediated dilation in the blood vessels, a measure of blood vessel flexibility and marker of blood vessel health. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below and subscribe for more upcoming videos.